This video was first seen by patrons a few days ago. If you would like to be able to see these videos a few days earlier, please consider becoming a patron.
So, there's this website called biblicalgenderals.com. They have a 10 commandments list for a Christian marriage. Let's see how misogynistic it gets. My guess is that it goes off the charts to 11.
Godless engineer, a conscious pioneer, a logic general, a reason brigadier. More bullshit from the pulpit. Meet me in the comment section and you get schooled, bitch. The Godless engineer.
So, first commandment to the husbands and wives, love God first. Because what else is Christianity or anything that can be labeled Christian, but the first rule is that you gotta love God. You know, it reminds me a lot of the rules of Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club, don't talk about Fight Club. Second rule of Fight Club, don't talk about Fight Club. First rule of Christianity, you gotta love God. Second rule of Christianity, you gotta love God! And don't you dare ask questions. Second commandment of a Christian marriage, wives, submit to your husband. Yes, because you know what? A perfect and loving marriage is always built on complete and utter submission to the other. It is in no way a partnership. It is in no way supposed to be a joint effort. It is in no way supposed to include compromises. Nope. Complete submission. That's what that means. Commandment number 3. Husbands, know your wife and respect her as a helper. Because who doesn't want to be known as the help around here, right? Hey woman, go get me a sandwich.
This ain't no Christian marriage.
I gotta stone you now, woman.
No, this ain't no Christian marriage. You get your ass up and get me a sandwich.
But God says,
This ain't no Christian marriage.
commandment number 4. Wives, respect your husbands like the women of old did. Basically, it's just another, hey, women, submit to your husbands, because they know better than you, and you just need to do whatever they say. You don't have any brains. You can't think on your own. Just submit to him. He'll take care of you. Commandment number 5. Husbands, love your wife as Christ loved the church. Now this is a pretty funny one, because it's a commandment that he loves. The husband's supposed to love the wife, you know, as much as Christ loved the church. The only problem is that when Christ was around, there was no church. There was no church for him to love. So does this mean that you're not supposed to love your wife? Because, you know, to be perfectly honest, that seems to comport with what we know about the history of marriage. When marriage was first starting out and whatnot, and you know, it didn't have a love component to it. A lot of times the husbands fell in love with their wife after they were married, and a lot of times those husbands didn't even love their wives. That's why affairs and all of this shit happened in the past. I mean, it was considered pretty wrong of you to love your wife. Commandment number 6. Wives, ravish your husband sexually and give your body to him whenever he wants to. Any day, any night, any time, whether or not you want it. And then I love how that leads into commandment number 7, where basically it is telling the husbands to find sexual satisfaction in their wives' bodies, like just as much as they fucking can. Like any chance you get, just fucking rape that shit. And I don't say that lightly. There's actually another post on the page that I'll link below where a woman actually wrote into the site with concerns of being a biblical housewife, but the husband was raping her. Like, she had all the symptoms of a rape victim in an ongoing sexually abusive relationship. She wrote in, you know what this motherfucker said? They told her that she needed to take rape and molestation out of her vocabulary when talking about her husband. Because the husband can't rape her. Because rape doesn't exist between a husband and a wife, which is completely and utterly bullshit. But more importantly, the Bible specifically states that the husband is supposed to find sexual satisfaction in his wife as much as he can. Commandment number 8, have children. That's right, have as many children as you fucking can, you know, like all Duggar and shit. You know, just have you about 20 of them, then you'll overpopulate and, you know, you'll overcome the atheists by sheer number, and you'll populate the world with your stupid shit, and then, boom, you've taken over. That's how God plans to take over the world again. Alright. Commandment number 9, wives, bear your children and take care of your home. So, wives aren't supposed to have jobs. Their job is to raise the kids. The men, they just go to work and they provide and everything like that, and then they'll just get a little bit of nookie on the side, as well as raping their wife when they get home, because, you know, apparently sexual deviants are attracted to this religion, and it's pretty fucking obvious why. But more importantly, this particular commandment says that women are not supposed to work. They're not supposed to be their own person. They are supposed to fully submit, which goes in hand with the other commandments, obviously. Fully submit to their husband, only take care of the house, only take care of the kids. They are solely responsible. Husbands, just provide basic shit that a husband would provide for your kids and your wife. Yeah, that's an actual commandment. I think it's pretty sad that you've actually got to tell these people to, you know, to actually provide for your family. Thank you for joining me for this. Please leave your comments down below. All complaints can go down below, or you can go to my About page, get my email, and send me some hate mail if you particularly hated this little rant. But seriously, fuck this website. Fuck the guy that runs the website. Not literally, figuratively, of course. Fuck him. I mean, this whole website is geared towards telling women to sit down, shut up, listen to the menfolk. Satisfaction is satisfaction is not a word.